Hmm. I'll split the curtain, roll the drums. We are live on Relationship Game Night. Finally, I am so excited. Wow, this is wonderful. It is great having to do this finally. I am so very excited. I don't know if anyone can feel the excitement, like it is so palpable here. All right, you're welcome. I'm happy to have you. I'm happy to be your host tonight. And I'm sure one thing I can assure you of is that we're going to have such fun and we will learn, and it's going to be amazing. I am very certain of that. I am. So, once more, you're welcome, Your Highness. You're welcome, wonderful dignitaries. You are welcome to this all important program. All right, so what exactly is relationship game night about? So let's begin from there. What is relationship game night about? So, um, number one is that it is, of course, the season of love. We keep talking about Valentine and all that it stands for. And this is not just a Valentine program, right? No, it is not. But we brought this relationship game night around the Valentine season, to also commemorate the season and also be, involved in what is happening. This is one season that we cannot just look away from. So, what's best time to play a game that reminds us of our values as regards relationship? This is the best time for that. And then that is one. Secondly, is that relationship game night is basically a moment where we talk less and we do more, right? Do more in the sense that we play games that talk about relationships. So the games actually help us do the talking. So it is less of advice, it is less of talking. Basically it's more of playing the games and learning from the games. That's basically what our relationship games are about. So yeah, there you have it. That is exactly why we are having relationship game nights today, and I am excited. I'm excited, sincerely. All right, so let's get down to it. Let me bring this guy up stage. Okay, so um, Fearless Bonding Hub, of course, welcoming you to Relationship Game Night. Oh God, I didn't even know how to tune down on my excitement. Okay, so tonight we have basically about 30 to 45 minutes to do the whole game, to do the whole program actually. And like I said before, it's going to be fun, it's going to be insightful, we will learn from it. All right. Um, Sorry, I gotta put this guy on here. All right. So I'm sure someone is wondering who is this, especially if you don't know me. Those that don't know me, of course, they will not have to wonder. But if you are meeting this face for the first time, or probably you've been on this platform and you've seen me do other things other than this, and you're wondering who exactly is this lady? Yeah, so this is me, my name. I hope you can see the screen. My name is Chika Ayomide. Chika Ayomide, that is my name. And well, I'm simply called Coach Fearless. When it comes to coaching activities, I am Coach Fearless, right? There's something that is coming to mind, but I'm struggling not to say it. So I'm not going to say it. All right, who am I actually? So, for this purpose, I am a family life coach. I am also a sex and intimacy coach. So, I'm basically into family life. So, yeah, that's me. And once again, I want to say we are glad to have you here. You're welcome. So, what do we have for you tonight? Um, Two relationship transforming games. That's what we're playing tonight. Two. It was going to be more, but I just wanted us to have time so I don't just, you know, choke too many games in one night. Of course, this program will be coming from time to time, so we'll have time to play other games. I promise you, there are other mind blowing, wonderful games to play. Okay, I just want to make sure that you're hearing me. Please, you come online and you can't hear me or you can't see the slides very well. Please just write something, say something, and we'll be here to work it out. Right? Okay, so I was saying we have two games for tonight. The first one is Guess the Emotion. That game is a wonderful one. I'm not going to even say much about it until we get into it. Okay, then the second one is Love and Limit Skill. Uh-huh. Love and Limit Skill, that's the second game for tonight. All right, so they're amazing games, I promise you. Very, very amazing. So, yeah, are you ready to play the game? Are you ready to get into it? I am actually waiting for comments, waiting for some sort of emojis. You know, they inspire us, they set us on the go. So, I'm waiting for someone to just, you know, spike up the encouragement and let's get it going. Let's get it going. So, in case you are ready, before we jump right into the game, I like to plead with you. Please don't go silent on me. Do not go silent on me. No, it is a game show, so it's meant to be interactive. It should be fun. It should be exciting. Do not go solo on me. Please just make sure that you're interacting. Make sure you're talking to me. Talk to me through emojis. Talk to me. I particularly love fire emojis. I love emojis. So you can use those emojis. Talk to me. You can send a comment. Just be here, okay? Please be here. All right? Thank you. So if you're ready, send those emojis and let's get into the first game. Guess the emotions. That is the game for tonight. Guess the emotions. And how are we playing this game? Basically, what you're going to do is to figure out the storylines and guess every emotion that you see in the pictures we're going to display, right? So we'll be bringing up a couple of pictures that has several emotions embedded in them. So your job would be to figure out the storyline. So you arrange the pictures um, according to the storyline that you've made up. You just make up the story. It is yours. Use the pictures as we display them, make up the story, and let us know exactly what your own story is. You'll be telling us your story in the comment section, right? So let's say picture A, picture B, and picture C. You could just say, okay, picture A was saying that this person did that, picture B, that. Just make up a story with all the pictures you see. That's how to play the game. Make up a story, figure out the storylines from those pictures, and then guess the emotions and let us know what your story is and what the emotions are in the comment section. That is exactly how to play this game. All right. Then it is important that I say the set of pictures that pictures represents real life experiences. They're actually real life experiences. These are things that people are going through, people have gone through, and people will still go through, right? So they are not fictional. They are real life experiences that are portrayed in pictures. So arranging them, in the order of how you think they happen will actually help you make a better guess, right? Okay, so again, how do you play the game? Number one, assume that all the photos you're going to see, assume that they are the same couple. Yes, they may not have the same faces, they may not, look alike, but just assume that. you have the same couple. All right. Then number two, arrange the photos in your perceived order of stages of the couple's relationships, right? You know that each photo you're gonna see, just arrange them. They are numbered, so arrange them in the way you feel they happened. Number three, tell the story. Make a full story from all the pictures. Basically, I've said that before. Number four, guess the emotions of each partner in each photo. Look at them, pick out the emotion of each of the partners in the photos you're going to see. And then the last one, definitely not the least for this game, you're going to have to drop your answers in the comment section, guys. I'm begging you one more time. Do not leave me doing this alone. I'm also going to be playing the game. I'm going to be playing the game. All right. What do you need to play the game? See, I have my papers here and I have my pen because I want to make sure that I am into the game. So you might want to get yours, or if you're not in a place, it's not compulsory, right? It's just to help gather my thoughts together. Okay, and this game we're going to be playing it for just 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and the time starts now. So, yeah, remember all the instructions. Number one is that you assume that all the photos are the same people, right? Assume that the couples you see in photo one, two, three, four, five, six, that they are all the same couple. Assume. Please do. It will help us play the game better. And then secondly, look at all the photos, arrange them, rearrange them. So in the comment section, I'll be seeing things like one, two, three, four, or five, three, two, however you feel they happened, in the order that you feel they happened, that the story happened. Just do that. Let us know that order in the comment section. Please do let me know if you're seeing me, if you can hear me. If you can't, please call me to order so we'll work on it at the background here. All right. So, are we ready to play the game? Please. First, arrange the pictures. I am also playing the game. I am here to have fun myself. And I'm sure you'll be wondering, you say, okay, I thought out the games, it's my game, so I should know. No, I have not played them. And no, I haven't because I want to be part of the program. So, yeah, let's play. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play. For me, I have, okay, these photos. Just arrange the photos, like arrange it how you feel they happened. That's basically the first thing to do in this game. So this is me doing my own arrangements right here, and you want to know what I think. If you want to know what I think, uh-huh, I think this happened first. I think this happened first, and of course, my arrangements. Okay, let me share my own arrangements with you guys. Uh, am I even done? So two, okay, and right here they went. Please remember we have just 10 minutes for this game and we've already done like 3 minutes out of the 10 minutes. So we have 7 more minutes to play this game. So we'll get into the second one. Oh my god, I love this. I love the second game. So let's get this over with. Six. Um and what's the story now? Okay, so uh-huh, they fell in love, they got married, uh-huh, and they had children, uh-huh, and wife was overwhelmed. All right, so let me start sharing what I feel. So my first order, so I have that the order of happening is photo 6, I think 2 happened. Ah, you tell me, I don't know, tell me how you feel they happen. This is just my own arrangement here. So I think these dish and this and then 4 and 4 graduated into 4 graduated into 1 4 graduated into 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5. Okay, so this is my order. I'm sending my order right out here. So this is how I feel um, the whole story around this couple happened. Okay, so what is my own story? I told you guys I'm playing the game. Come online, please join in the game and let's play. Uh-huh. What happened? So for me, I feel like I said photo two first happened, and so I feel like they had just met in photo two. So I'll just try and make it brief. Just met in photo two. They just met, and I said my next one was photo six. And of course, after all the good time, they got married. Of course, got married in photo six. That one is obvious. And what next happened? I picked photo three. They had kids. They had kids, and after that, I think that because they had kids, this woman got overwhelmed. So yeah, they had kids, and the lady is overwhelmed. See, two children, both of them are, I think they are twins. Yeah, I actually do think they are twins. So yeah, um, just met, got married after the talking stage. You see, the talking stage, they were all laughter and joy and everything. And then got married in photo six. The kids came in photo three. Yeah, that was photo three. Sorry, I didn't add that, so I'm adding it now. The kids came in photo three, and the lady obviously got overwhelmed looking after two kids. And then along the line, I think something now happened. What did I pick again? I picked four. I think four was my next. Yeah, four. And in four, this man, you see this phone thing, it is wow. So the wife is just there, probably feeling um bad, feeling sad, and the man is not even looking at her. So tension begins, right? And that is photo. I think the tension actually began in This is my own analysis, so please tell me. I think the tension actually began in photo three. Was that? Yeah. But let's just say, let me just say, tension began in photo four, and then photo one, it was bad. Ah, it was bad. So the relationship, the marriage really got, uh-huh, love was dying of in photo one. And yeah, to finish this up, I think I am actually done with mine. In five, what happened? Five, five. Where is it? So I think they talked. Okay, sorry, I'm kind of having alright, back to you. So I think they talked in communication happened, and that's why we keep saying communication is key. In fact, forget that I even said talks. I mean, they communicated. So they had to had talk in photo what? Photo five. In photo five. And of course they made up. Yeah. And the love is back. Okay. So yeah, as you're coming up, just tell me your own version of the story. So this is actually my own version of the entire story you see on your screen. I just want to run through the rules again because I'm actually done with mine. So rule number one, assume that all the couples in all the pictures are the same. Rule number two, pick their emotions. Okay, no, rule number two is tell the story, right? Form the story and tell it as you think it happened. And then rule number three, pick out the emotions in all the photos. So I think I've done a bit. I didn't actually work much on picking the emotions. So I'm gonna leave that to you guys because we got to run into the next game. Time is not our friends anymore. Okay. So again, I want to beg you, don't leave this for me alone. Please do your part. All right, and let me get to read your own storylines around this matter. These are actually things that are happening in homes, and we just want to, you know, bring it to our awareness that these are possibilities, and we know better how to deal. And I love it that for me, that's why I picked photo five as the last picture in the story, right? For me, I love a happy ending. So yeah, sometimes it get rough, sometimes it doesn't look too good, sometimes we even in quotes, fall out of love. Sometimes because the mushy mushy feelings are no longer there or they don't seem obvious. But of course, once there can be a heart to heart talk where both parties are really, really ready. Actually, a marriage, a relationship that works must have both parties willing and ready to work. It is not something that is left for one party. So for me, I picked 4 to 5 as the ending of my story because it is important that after all said and done, after all the not so good moments, there should always be a moment where we get to talk, say it as it is, respectfully, actually. We'll bring our cards to the table and, work out a way forward, and then we move forward because in this journey there is no going back. It is forward ever. So for me, that is how the story ended, and I'm excited. I am proud of myself for making out that story. All right, so let's move. Okay, let's move actually. So quick lessons. I think I actually drew out the lessons. I've talked about the lessons already. Okay, let me just read out what we have here. Do you truly understand your emotions? That's basically, all those pictures were all about emotions. So, do you truly understand your emotions? It is important that you are aware of your emotions. What are your triggers? Identify what upsets or overwhelms you. When you identify them, it is easier to know when it's happening. You know that you're being triggered and you know exactly how to handle yourself so you don't, you know, go overboard with actions. For me, truly, today is not a talk night. So forget about me. We'll get to talk about me next time. But basically, that's it. So know your triggers, identify what upsets and overwhelms you, and be sure you're armed with this information so that anytime there seems to be any, misunderstanding somewhere, you are armed with this, you know how to act per time. It is better you know than not knowing. Not knowing puts you in the position where you just get to do whatever only to regret it at the end of the day. Okay. And the last quick lesson, marriage will test your triggers. Oh my God. Marriage will sure test your triggers from time to time. It will. Even with that sweetest of hearts, that sugar in the pot and whatever have you, all the names marriage would definitely test your triggers. From time to time, it is bound to happen. You are different people, even with yourself. From time to time, you have issues with yourself. So imagine now living with someone. So definitely, marriage will so test your triggers from time to time. But what do we say? Don't panic. Yeah, do not panic. Focus on regulating and managing your emotions effectively, and that is key. I tell you guys, that is key. All right, no more time for talk. So, did you enjoy the last game? If you did, please just send us a love emoji. We love to see those emojis. It helps and encourages us. Send us a love emojis. Anyone you feel comfortable with, actually. But I love love, so yeah, love emojis. So if you did, let's have those love emojis in the comment section, and thank you. And next game, we're running out of time and we've got to run with this. So the next game for tonight is the love and limit skill. Hmm. Love and limit skill. This one is particularly amazing. I'm drawn to this game, sort of. So, how to play? Read the scenario. A relationship dilemma will be displayed on this screen. So, choose your answers. Pick A, B, or C based on how you would respond to this scenario, right? Then score your choice. Each answer has a score that affects love. When it affects love, you'll see that we have a plus, and then when it's affecting your individuality more than it is affecting love or the relationship, you see that we have a negative sign there, right? Don't worry, you get to understand more as we get into the game. Then track your total score, add your points across all the four questions. There are actually four of them. Then reflect and discuss. At the end, compare scores and reflect on everything. Actually, yeah, please do. Okay. Uh-huh. So let's check it out. This is me running now. But I hope someone got what I said with that. So let's get to the game. Like I said, what do you need to play? Paper and pen and your screen actually if you do not have any of these. So what do we have here? Uh-huh. This one says, this question reads, your partner feels left out when you engage in your hobbies. Your partner feels left out when you engage in your hobbies. The question is up there. How do you respond? That's actually the question. Then the scenario is that your partner feels left out when you engage in your own hobbies. Those ones he or she doesn't necessarily subscribe to, but every time you play them, they feel left out. So, how do you respond? One, give up the hobby to spend more time with them. A. B. Include them occasionally while keeping your personal time. Mm, C. Keep your hobby as it is, explaining its importance to you. Explain it away. Actually, this game is basically trying to, keep us sane, right? Sometimes you one tends to be lost in giving yourself. You keep giving yourself out in the relationship that you're just lost, you know, lost in all the giving, all manner of giving. You know what I mean? And then sometimes your one tends to be lost in self, individuality, just taking tending towards yourself, making sure you're comfortable, as against what works best for the relationship. So this is what we tend to address with this game. There has to be a balance. So yeah, this is a skill. Make sure it's the aim is to ensure that there's a balance. You're not giving all of yourself to the point that you have lost yourself in the relationship. There is nothing about you anymore apart from the fact that you are in this relationship. So aside this relationship, who are you really? You find that basically no one. That's one extreme we do not want to get to. And the other extreme is that you also do not want to be at that place where you are self centered, only serving self serving, and to the detriment of the relationship. That is also another extreme you do not want to get to. So there has to be a balance. This game is to bring balance. So, yeah, now you know. Let's look at that question again. So, how do you respond? Your partner feels left out when you engage in your hobbies. How do you respond? Is it A or B or C? Give up the hobby to spend more time with them. B. Do you include them occasionally while keeping your personal time? Or is it C? Just keep your hobby, keep it. Explain, give them the explanation that this is important to me, I can't even give it up. Which one works for you? Well, I picked my answer already. And I'm just going to share with you guys, right? So that, um, so for me, the question one, I pick option B. Yeah, that's for me. I pick option B. Okay, so Let me know when you're ready to play yours. So let me know what your response is. And that's for that question. The next question says, what will you do? Your partner dislikes one of your close friends and asks you to cut ties with them. What are you gonna do? A. End the friendship to maintain peace. Like, go away. I need peace in my home. B. Discuss concerns and set boundaries. Are you going to talk about it? Talk about it. Find out exactly what their concerns are and set boundaries, to ensure that you are not doing those things that are posing threats to your relationship. That's B. And C, are you going to keep the friendship and stand by your choice? Which is it going to be? Which of these? Well, I think my answer is obvious actually. So, for um, question two, I'm going to pick B. All over again. B. Yeah, it is B for me. One more time. What is yours? What is yours? I am actually looking for that one person that will challenge me to these questions. Yeah, but I'll also be right here in the comment section any day, anytime, waiting for that challenge. Okay, so, and the question three, what do you do? What do you do? And what's the scenario this time? Your partner insists on sharing access to your phone and social media, saying it builds trust. Your partner insists on sharing access. I mean, sharing is not like having. Okay, it's not like, okay, give me access to your phone, for instance, or access to one of your social medias. I just want to have access, so from time to time I, just to be sure. It builds trust. This is what this partner is saying. This is a different scenario. But this scenario is saying share access to your phone. Like, when you're on, I am on. If you're chatting, I'm gonna know that you're chatting, and I must know who you're talking with and all that. So that's what this scenario is saying. Sounds funny, but it is real. It's happening. Yeah, it is definitely happening. Okay, so what are you gonna do? What will be your option? For me, I don't know, but let's read the options. Option A says agree completely, giving full access. Oh my, I wish I would choose this option. Agree completely and give full access for peace to reign. Sometimes we just do some things for peace to reign, for peace to reign. Oh God, I'm not laughing at anyone, guys, but just that sometimes, even when we want peace to reign and we do certain things, it ends up trashing the peace and breeding trouble. So I'm definitely not going for A. Okay, so B says set healthy boundaries while reassuring them. Uh-huh. Like, for instance, okay, you're setting the boundaries. Okay. Once it is depending on your own schedule anyway, I'm just giving an instance, right? Say, for instance, once we return from work, no phone access, nobody is on social media, or if we're going to be on social media, just boundaries here and there. All relationships are peculiar, so based on the peculiarity of your relationship, you might just want to say, okay, I'm going to set, we will just set some boundaries. Yeah, I may not have you looking at all my chats on my social media accounts, everything I'm doing every time. But I'm definitely going to draw boundaries. I know what your fears are, and I'm going to draw boundaries to ensure that I do not, you know, I do not do things that ends up breaching your trust. So you might want to do that. That's option B. Option B, while reassuring the person. I like this part. While reassuring the person, yeah, that reassurance is definitely key, because sometimes you might even give access, and if the reassurance is not coming, I mean genuine reassurance, if it's not coming, then you might just, keep the person rethinking things. Option C says refuse explaining trust should not require constant monitoring. Hmm, that's an angle. So you might choose to just say, no, I'm not giving you access. I am not giving and I'm not even sharing. I said it that there's a difference between giving access and sharing, right? So this one is even saying, I am not giving you access, I'm not sharing access with you. My phone, my social media accounts, everything, they are all private. I deserve some privacy. Uh-huh. You don't want to be a monitoring spirit in my life. Oh goodness me. All right. So which one is it gonna be? I think for me, I go for option B again. Why is it B? Option B. It is for me again. I'm definitely gonna set healthy boundaries and give some reassurance. Yeah, I'll do that. We have just a couple of minutes left, so we'll take the last question. Oh, I'm so enjoying this one. Told you guys I love this game. Okay, and the last question says, how do you respond? One more time, how do you respond? Your partner wants to make major life decisions, e.g., career, location, family planning. They want to make major life decisions as a unit, even when it directly affects your individual goal. Like, they just want to be the boss, or they just want to, you know, just do it by your own emotion and do what it is that they want to do all by themselves. So they want to make major life decisions, and this actually affects you, but they are going ahead to make it anyways, not minding how it affects you. So how do you respond to that? I'm actually hearing some persons who are saying, oh, get out, not do blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's look at the options. Option A says, let them take the lead and compromise your personal. Let them take the lead and compromise your personal ground. Whatever. Just let them take the lead. No problem. I'm ready to compromise. I am a good spouse. I'm a good partner. Just do whatever you want. I am okay so long as you're happy. If it makes you happy, I am happy. Oh God, why am I laughing again? I did not know, but yeah, actually, that's someone's response. Yeah, if it makes you okay, if you feel okay, if that's what you want, if that is how you want it, no problem. I'll just make do. I'll be fine. I'll cope. Option B says, discuss each decision and find balance that works for both. Discuss the decision and find balance that works for both. Yeah. So, option B was talking about compromise, right? I think the compromise is actually right here in option B. Why should I be the only one compromising? We both have to compromise. Well, that's what option B is saying. I'm just explaining option B, right? Okay. So option C says prioritize your individual goals and make decisions accordingly. Like, what are you saying? I am doing it that way. I know what I want. This actually affects me more than it affects you. In fact, it has nothing whatsoever to do with you. It is all about me. I'm going to take the decision. You can do whatever you want. If you're not happy with it, go and sleep. That's what option C says. Okay. So what is it gonna be for me? What is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? Oh God. Sorry. You know, one thing is that I have. Oh God. Ah, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm really so sorry. I I I thought I've been doing something right here, but I've definitely been doing it the wrong way. But either ways, I've had fun personally. I do not know about you, so you let me know. Yeah, I've not done some things right here. Some settings I thought I put in place, but I didn't. I didn't. I'm just noticing them now that it's almost show end. But be that as it may, anyway, I am glad we did this. So I've not done my response. So this is question what now? Question four. What will be my response? I think I'm going for B again. Question B, question four. This should be similar actually. I'm going for B. Okay. So what's yours? I really like to read exactly what your own response is. So please do not forget to drop your comment. If you're watching me live, you're coming back to watch this. I want to read your own comments. I want to hear your responses to these scenarios. Sincerely, I truly want to hear what your responses are. But be that as it may, you've heard my own responses. And like we said, today is not a talk day. No, we're just focusing on the games and then we'll pick the lessons from the game. So, yeah, that brings us to the end of game number two. And now we have our score sheet. Our score sheet. So because I didn't get your own responses, so these are just mine. So I'll just score myself. You get to score yours. If you played the game, probably you're doing your thing and you do not want me to know what you're doing. It's fine, it's fine, it's good. No problem, no problem. It's all right. But here is the score sheet. Okay, so if your answer is A, if you had option A as your answer, so basically, um, we did it in a way that all the questions, the four questions, all the answers we expect. Yeah, that's why it's a game. So at the back end, we did some of this job and all the answers we expect you to give. Right? We don't want to say a wrong that there are wrong or right answers. No, 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 no. That's not the essence of the game today. Right? So whichever one you pick, A, B, or C, they are your options. If you now want to talk about it, that is why we are here. Yeah. So you can now come and we'll talk about it. But of course, you know where I stand by my own responses. They're just telling you exactly where I stand. Okay, so if you picked option A, it means that your relationship is gaining the upper hand, right? You are definitely losing your individuality to the relationship. You are saying, I am who I am because of this relationship. I am only a human being for this relationship. I am nobody outside this relationship. Oh, am I? Is that extreme? Is that too much? Well, that's actually what it is for some persons. So yeah, that's the score sheet. So if your answers were A all the way, you probably might want to just look at the fact that you are losing yourself in the relationship. Okay. And then B, if your responses were B, okay, because mine were B, so I'll just jump to C first, come back to B. So C, if your responses to these scenarios were option C, you are saying that um, you are probably promoting self-interest over the interest of the relationship. You're saying, I do not even care what happens to this relationship. Well, if you go, another will come. Or if you want to go, I can live all by myself. I'm good by myself. What am I even gaining? And blah, 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 blah. You're probably losing, promoting self interest over the interest of the relationship. So you might want to look at that again. The key and what this relationship game is preaching is balance. And that brings me to option B. So if your options happen to be option B like mine were, it means that you are tending towards balance, right? Now I must put a caveat, and that is to say that sometimes there are other things behind these scenarios. There are other things to consider, probably things that I may not be able to talk about, or I may not even be able to lay my hands on right now. But there might be other matters surrounding these scenarios when they play out in relationships. So you might want to also consider those other factors when you're making decisions. So this is not to say that every time scenarios like this play out, you must go for options that look like this option B. It is, this is just uh, um, if all things being equal kind of scenario. Yeah, all things being equal, that's when you can say option B balances it out. But when there are other things to consider, you definitely make sure that you're bringing all cards to the table, looking at everything. But the A game about this whole thing is that compromise is not tending one-sided. It's not one person that is compromising all the time. Yeah, one person, one partner might get to compromise, on a particular matter this time. The next time, the other partner should recall that, on this matter, this person, gave in. So let me just shift grounds. So if you are not going to bring, your compromise together on a particular matter, then it means that in other matters, you would also recall that somebody somewhere is compromising, something over that matter. And so it will help you make better decisions when you're looking at other matters. I hope this game has been fun for you. This whole thing was supposed to be a 30 minutes to 45 minutes came, and here we are. We're just a few minutes shy of 1 hour, but really, it's been all wonderful for me. It's been amazing. Yeah, I am also looking forward to hearing from you as you come on, as you look at these things, as you go back, and you may not have pen and paper like I am, and then because I am also the builder of these games, so yeah, I probably answered them because I worked on them. So it probably was easy for me to just pick on them and answer them. So you might want to go back and rewatch it again, and look at all those options, look at all those pictures, the scenario based um question game rather. In fact, both games are scenario based, so you might just want to look at the ones that has photos and those ones with questions, and just come up with what works better for your relationship, creating a good balance. and ensuring that both yourself as the individual and the relationship, none suffers any kind of loss. That is the bottom. And that is the end of tonight's game. I hope you had as much fun as I've had being your host today. We're definitely doing this again. In fact, when this came up, I didn't even know it was going to be this much fun. I would have put more energy. At some point, I was discouraged. But heck, no, no more discouragement. I am all in. But definitely doing this again. And next time, I promise you, you're going to want to, interact with me on this. I can also bring you on the screen and then we'll have a one-on-one time playing the games. It's going to be wonderful. We'll build, this thing to make it more fun and more interactive. Thank you very much for joining. Please subscribe to this channel. Yes, from Monday to Fridays, we do something else. Basically, this channel is actually for now is basically supposed to be a prayer channel where we get to just pray, intercede for ourselves, for our relationships, and that of others. That's what this channel should be doing for now. But we all know how it is. If I'm going to go live on my new channel, there are certain criteria I would have to meet. So you're going to help me meet those criteria, and then we can leave this channel alone for what it is and meant for. While we move the game shows, the relationship talk, and all what everything about relationship will move them to the channel where they're supposed to actually be held. But for today and for now, we are still here. So next time we will talk about relationship game night, you know exactly what we're coming up with. But trust me, next time is going to be even more juicier and better. Until I see you again, my name is Chika Ayomide and I am simply called Coach Fearless. Thank you. Remember, I love you always. Bye.